On the attacks that have been mounted against the minorities in Bangladesh, several voices have been raised back home. Joining me for more is National Executive member Anirban Ganguly. Sir, thank you for speaking to us. At this issue, when a lot has been also said in the Shama Prasad Mukherjee Foundation Day today, that the attacks on the minorities and specifically in Hindus in Bangladesh have been mounting, and there has to be something concrete done to reduce them and to safeguard the minorities in Bangladesh.
You see, the collective resolution that was passed in this discussion, especially initiated by the Buddhist community, was that the current dispensation in Bangladesh has completely failed to give protection to minorities. And it is their constitutional duty, their democratic duty, because they came in power saying that they're going to create a new Bangladesh. So in that new Bangladesh, how can the minorities be discriminated against? How can there be atrocities on them, their home and hearth not being safe? So this was a collective sense that was expressed here, and it is the duty on those who are in power in Bangladesh today, who claim to have international recognition, to ensure that the minorities are safe. And such a contrast with India. In India, the Buddhists are getting recognitions like never before. They are being involved, and they are being the Lord Buddha's legacy is being given that recognition by Prime Minister himself through a number of initiatives. And on the other hand, the contrast you see in Bangladesh, the minorities are not even being able to carry out their daily rituals, their worship, their home, and their business establishments are unsafe, their lands are getting occupied.
But a very pertinent issue that has also been raised in this time recently is that there are several scholars and ex-professors in the Bangladesh universities calling for the unity of Pakistan and Bangladesh in this time to stop the practices of Hindutva in that nation and to rage an anti-India war in this regard.
I mean, these are all these are all fairy tale conjectures. One is that how, what do they mean by Hindutva getting root there? You have reduced a population in 1941-47. There were nearly 30% Hindus there, and today they stand at less than 8%. So where is that population gone? And why did they have to go? Who were behind those those attempts to drive them away from Bangladesh? I think everyone knows who these forces were, how they were continuously working in collaboration with Pakistan, and how Pakistan's agenda was to make Pakistan, East Bengal, and West Pakistan free of minorities. So I think these intellectuals that you're talking of, they are certainly on the payroll of Pakistan, and they want the next generations of Bangladeshis to forget how the Pakistani army carried out a genocide in Bangladesh, how they killed lakhs of Bangladeshis, how they completely, in 1971, completely eradicated the Bangladeshi intellectuals. These very intellectuals want the next generations in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, to forget it. And regarding the unification of both the wings, how would they do it? Even Jinnah couldn't. It held on for 20 years and then it fell apart. India is in between. So I think, there are people in Bangladesh who see sense. Many of them are in prison today, like Mr. Shariar Kabir and others. I think there are a large number of intellectuals in Bangladesh who are silent today because they feel threatened. They must be very patient, and they must be very rational, and they must realize that Bangladesh's future well-being depends entirely on a good relationship with India. So these are all hawks, they don't have any base. They are just in the Pakistan and payroll and Jamaat supporters.
That is one dialogue from the neighboring nation. But when we speak about what's happening back home, even the opposition, clearly the Congress sees it as a big kind of an outreach when we are only hosting Sheikh Hasina here. In a lot, many dialogues, it has been spoken that why are you extending an arm of support to Sheikh Hasina when in fact this is the country where there are atrocities, there are crimes, there are violence, there are vandalism that's happening with Hindus and minorities.
So is the Congress saying, why are we extending support to Sheikh Hasina? I mean, who in the Congress? Because I would like to ask Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, if they have a channel with their grandmother, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, to ask her, why did she support the demand for Bangladesh and the liberation war? I mean, in the 1980s, after Mujib's assassination, Sheikh Hasina and the entire family came and lived in India. I mean, I think what is happening with Congress is it has forgotten its own history. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to study. It doesn't even know what its own leaders have done in the past. But what is deplorable is that the Congress is trying to divert the issue by not saying a single word in support of the beleaguered minorities in Bangladesh. The Congress has not said anything. The Congress has not issued a statement. The AICC has not issued a statement. The CWC has not issued a statement. Neither has Mrs. Sonia Gandhi issued a statement. Neither has Rahul Gandhi issued a statement. Not even Mallikarjun Kharge. So, if you look at history, the Congress has traditionally, starting from Nehru then to the Congress leaders today, they have been traditionally anti-minorities in Bangladesh. They have been anti-Hindu. So they have not discussed this issue at all. And that is why Congress also opposed the passing of the CAA. Because they don't want Hindus in Bangladesh to be protected and to come here if they do, to live a life of dignity. So I think the Congress has been always duplicitous in any case.
In your view of that for the Congress, now the Congress has raised the voice in support of Palestinians in the parliament. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra showing large support for them.
No, that is why I say that the Congress today is like the Muslim League of pre-independence. It has that mindset. And it sees what's happening in Palestine, but it's unable to see what's happening in Bangladesh. It doesn't want to see what's happening in Bangladesh. So, when a mainstream party starts behaving like the fringe as the Congress is doing today, I think it's cause to worry. Congress is behaving like the Muslim League would do, and therefore traditionally now it's become more acute. I mean, I say this is not even the Congress of the past. It is a Congress which is not even a mainstream party, which has a fringe mindset. It's not saying a single word in support of Hindus in Bangladesh, but it's worried about Palestine. It's just because they're dependent on a vote bank. And if they feel, and it's a flawed logic. You would see a number of Muslim leaders have given statements in support of the minorities in Bangladesh.
In Jammu Kashmir as well.
Yes.
In UP as
In
well.
UP as well. The former Vice Chancellor, MLC of MAU has given, the Shahi Imam has given. But the Congress doesn't want to give because it's living in a mindset of 1940s. And it feels if it stands with Hindus in Bangladesh, its vote bank will go. But it has no vote bank. It is completely, in any case, politically bankrupt.
Thank you for speaking to us. This was, in fact, the National Executive Member of the BJP, Anirban Ganguly. At this point of time, he's giving a big statement saying this is the Congress of the Muslim League and not the Congress of the present day. Given the kind of statements and the stand on Bangladesh and the minorities who have been attacked and vandalized in Bangladesh is concerned. This is Simran with Suzy for Newsx.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.